Hey, how's it going? 2Base here. Today we'll be taking a look at the various factors that led to the cancellation of one of the most controversial but popular modern day Cartoon Network series, Clarence. This video was requested by Leaving Regular. So let's begin. Roll the intro. Clarence was created by Skyler Page. Other than being the creator of Clarence, Page was best known for his work on another Cartoon Network series called Adventure Time as a storyboard artist. In 2012, Page got the opportunity to create a short for Cartoon Network short development program. In an interview Page did with Animation Magazine, he explained that after he left Adventure Time, he went to work on the short full time. The short was created by a small group of people, and the short aired online and will later be greenlit as a series.
So what is the show Clarence about?
It's about this chubby pink boy, Clarence, and his adventures in trying to make friends but being really awkward at it.
Aww.
Yeah.
Aww. Why is he pink?
He plays outside a little too much and doesn't wear sunscreen.
Does his mother tell him to wear sunscreen but he doesn't listen?
He doesn't listen. He doesn't have ears.
Oh.
Hey buddy, I'm Clarence and I do cool stuff. I do action,
Scoop, scoop, slow, slow. Scoop, scoop, slow, slow.
comedy jokes,
A gummy mommy.
romance,
I'm here to see girl.
and I even give helpful advice.
Hey, you want to know a trick? Just use your hand.
Laughternoons presents Clarence, a brand new show. Weekdays, 5:30 p.m. on Cartoon Network.
Clarence focuses on the daily life of a cheerful little boy named Clarence Wendell. Clarence lives with his divorced mother Mary and her boyfriend Chad in the fictional town of Aberdale filled with, how can I say this? Interesting characters. Clarence is best friends with a kid named Jeff who's shown to be an intellectual germaphobe voiced by Sean Jabroni. And is also best friends with the wild and unpredictable Sumo voiced by Tom Kenny. Some episodes, Clarence is seen hanging out with other characters besides his best friends, which is a pretty neat concept since Clarence states,
I'll have fun with anybody.
in the earlier episode, Clarence spends the day hanging out with Amy Gillis, searching for a giant moss rock in the woods. In another episode, he's on a field trip at a zoo hanging out with Belson, or he's hanging out with a group of girls at a slumber party.
I can't believe you stole my boyfriend.
In a San Diego Comic-Con interview Page and series writer Spencer Rothbell did in 2013, Page explained the inspiration for Clarence came from the reality-based shows he grew up watching. Page also felt like a lot of shows around now were mostly fantasy-based.
What really inspired you to bring out?
I just felt like there's a lot of shows on TV right now that are all fantasy based, and I remember growing up with shows that were more reality based and that I could relate to, and I always wanted to see a character that was like me, that had like flaws and but would overcome them, and that was always upbeat. So I wanted to make a character like that. Yeah.
I think part of it is you could say that it's sort of semi-inspired by childhood stories, and hopefully that'll come through, and people even older or younger.
Or Pete.
Yeah, Pete and Pete.
maybe.
Yeah, I love that show.
Like,
Yeah.
The pilot episode of Clarence aired on February 10, 2014 at the Cartoon Network's Hall of Game Awards. The series had 3 seasons with a total of 130 episodes and was also nominated for a Creative Arts Emmy Award. In July 2014, Skyler Page was fired from Cartoon Network Studios due to cases of alleged sexual harassment. Many thought this would be the end of Clarence as well, since Page was also the voice of Clarence, but Cartoon Network replaced Page with Spencer Rothbell as the head of story and voice of Clarence. And I have to say this because this is a serious subject, and I'm just some guy who talks about animation as a hobby through a dinosaur avatar. An allegation is an allegation. It doesn't mean he did it, but also doesn't mean he didn't do it. And getting terminated doesn't exactly prove anything, because people can get terminated or resign from a company so that the company doesn't get any bad press. This is usually the go-to PR move from larger companies. Just take a look at the Johnny Depp situation that happened so far as an example. So let's not attack any of the parties involved and just let the authorities deal with the situation. This part of the video is a little too serious, so here's a clip of a dog eating corn to cut the bit of tension. Clarence had pretty good ratings during the first season, but things started to go downhill from the second season. It seemed by the end of the second season, Cartoon Network was already considering canceling the show, but wanted to give it another go before making the final decision. The third season didn't bring any good news for Clarence and his fans. The ratings kept going down and the viewership was low. Finally, the decision to cancel the show was made after airing the first few episodes of the third season. On April 4, 2017, Spencer Rothbell announced the show's cancellation. Rothbell also made it clear that the third season will have a proper ending to the series. Cartoon Network had made the decision to end the show as it wasn't exactly doing well as the network had wanted it to. Also, it was competing with other shows like Steven Universe, Uncle Grandpa, and Teen Titans Go that brought the network more ratings, especially Teen Titans Go. Ironically, Clarence got outdone by the fantasy shows that Page set himself out not to make.
Let's do something else.
Sean Giambroni, the voice of Jeff, has done other work in the industry after Clarence. He voiced Yamlek in the Hulu series Solar Opposites and was Ron Stoppable in the Kim Possible live-action film, and is still portraying his character Adam Goldberg from the Goldbergs. As for Tom Kenny, the voice of Sumo, Spencer Rothbell, the writer and replacement voice of Clarence, has been writing for the series Victor and Valentino, as well as doing voiceover work for the series Big City Greens. After the allegation, it doesn't seem Page has returned to the industry.
Finally.
Raven.
I thought you were making a sandwich.